Here we are going to study properties of perfect square. So many properties are there. First look this one. Property first. Number ending in 2, 3, 7 or 8. A number which ends at 2, 3, 7 or 8 means at its units place. If 2 is there, 3 is there, 7 is there or 8 is there, then it cannot be a perfect square. For I am not taking very big large number, I am taking very small number ending in 2. This is 12. So you know that square of 3 is 9 and square of 4 is 16. So this cannot be a perfect square. 3 13. So this is also not there. I am taking 17. So 16 is a perfect square of 4 and square of 5 is 25. So 17 cannot be a perfect 18. I am taking here 8. Here 8 is there at units place. We can say at units place or number ending at 2, 3, 7, 8 never be a perfect square. Now second property is there. A number ending in an odd number of zeros is never a perfect square. Odd number of zeros means 1, 0, 3, a number containing 1, 0, 3, 0, 5, 0 like that. So example 10 odd 0 is there. You know this is not a perfect square. So odd number of zeros. So 1, 3 zeros, 1000. This is also similarly you can take. Clear? 3, 5. This is also not a perfect square. Odd number of zeros are there. 1, 3, 5 zeros are there. So these numbers are not a perfect square. Not only this, you can also write another examples here like 30. Clear? 250. This cannot be odd number of 0. 1 0 is there. Clear? So this cannot be a perfect square. Now third property is there. These two properties are important. In many questions you will solve using this property. Third property is there. If a number when divided by 3 leaves a remainder 2. When you divide a number by 3 and you are getting a remainder 2, then it is not a perfect square. Then that number is not a perfect square. How you will see the example here. You are dividing by 3 and you are getting remainder 2. So 17 I am taking and I am dividing this by 3. 3 5 ja, remainder should be 2. 3 5 ja 15. You are getting remainder 2. So 17, you know that this is not a perfect square. Similarly for any number you can take, if you divide by 3 and you are getting remainder 2, then it cannot be a perfect square. Now we have property 4. If a number when, as property 3rd you have studied, we were dividing by 2. Similarly here, if you divide by 4 and a number and it leaves remainder 2 or 3, then it is not a perfect square. So I am dividing, suppose any number I am taking here 18. If you divide 18 by 4, we are dividing by 4. So what we are getting, 4 4 ja 16, remainder is 2. Then we know that 18 is not a perfect square. So similarly this test can be applicable for any larger number also. Now if you divide 19 by 4, what you are getting, you can check. I am taking small numbers, you can, because you know the squares of small numbers. So 4 4 ja 16, 3. Here remainder is 3, here remainder was 2. 19, you know that this is not a perfect square. So this property holds good for any of the numbers. Now next property is square of an even number is always even. Next property is square of an odd number is always odd. So this is property 5th. Even number square is always even. You can say 2 is even, its square is 4. Clear? You can 6 even, its square is 36. So you can check any number. 8, its square is 64. So you can see here 2 is also even, 4 is even, 6 is even, 36 is even, 8 is even and 64 is also even. Clear? So our next property, as I told earlier, square of an odd number is always odd. 1 is odd, So square is 1, which is also odd. 3 is odd. Its square is 9, which is odd. 1 is odd, 1 is odd. Here 3 is odd, 9 is odd. Here similarly you can take any number. 7 is odd. Its square is 49, which is also odd. So this is the property. Now this property is square of a proper fraction is smaller than the fraction. Now what is a proper fraction? What is a proper fraction? A fraction whose numerator is smaller than the denominator is called a proper fraction. So one example I am taking 2 by 3. This is here numerator is smaller than denominator. This is a proper fraction. Now I am doing the square of 2 by 3. Square of 2 by 3, you are getting 4 upon 9. Now we have to check it. 2 by 3, according to this property, 2 by 3, this is smaller. The square of a proper fraction is smaller than this is the square and this is the fraction, proper fraction. So according to this property, 4 by 9 is smaller than 2 by 3. This is the property. Square of a proper fraction, this is the square and this is the proper fraction. According to this property, square of this proper fraction is this one, 4 by 9. So 4 by 9 is smaller than the fraction itself. You can check it. 4 3 are 12 you are getting here. Cross multiplying 9 2 are 18. 18 is greater than 12. Therefore this is smaller than 2 by 3. So this was the property. Now our next property is for every natural number n, we have n plus 1 whole square minus n square is equal to n plus 1 plus n. Means this n plus 1, n is a natural number, n plus 1 is the next natural number. So difference of their squares is equal to their sum. So I am taking it to make it clear. I am taking example. So suppose this is n plus 1, n is suppose 4. So 4 square and this will be n plus 1. So 4 plus 1 that is 5. 4 plus 1 that is 5. So you are getting this according to this. You are getting n plus 1 plus n, that is 4 plus 1, that is this number is equal to 5. So 5 minus square minus 4 square is equal to 5 plus 4 is equal to 9. Now check it. You will check it here. I am checking here. 4 plus 1 that is 5 square is 25 and 4 square is 16. So you are getting 25 minus 16. This is equal to 9. So here also you are getting 5 plus 4 is equal to 9. So this is nothing but the formula, use of the formula a square minus b square is used here. A square minus b square, a square minus b square is equal to a plus b into a minus b. This is there, but if the two numbers are continuous natural numbers, then we are getting, suppose this was 5 and this was 4. So 5 plus 4 into 5 minus 4. So this was 9 into 1 is equal to 9. So this is the application of this formula only. Now sum of first n odd natural numbers is equal to n square. Example I am taking 1 plus 3 plus 5. How many natural numbers are there? 1, 2, 3. So their sum is equal to n square. The value of n is here. How many numbers are there? 1, 2, 3 numbers are there. So according to this rule, this will be equal to 3 square, that is equal to 9. You add this one, 5, 3, 8 plus 1 is equal to 9. So any other example you can take 1, 3, 5, 7. Then how many numbers are there? 4 numbers are there. Then 4 square is equal to 16. Now check it. 7 plus 3, 10 plus 5, so 16. So this is the rule. So here we have three natural numbers m and p. Suppose there are three natural numbers m and p such that they fulfill this condition. Sum of square of these two is equal to the square of third one, that is m square plus m square is equal to p square, then M and P are said to form a Pythagorean triplet. Pythagorean triplet means they will satisfy the Pythagoras theorem here. So n square sum of squares of two numbers is equal to square of the third one, then they will form a Pythagorean triplet. So here we have important result. 2m m square minus 1 m square plus 1 is a Pythagorean triplet. So the value of m is greater than 1. M is greater than 1. You can take any value greater than 1 and you will put here, then you will get a Pythagorean triplet. And this is the smallest member of the Pythagorean triplet. This is the greatest member of the Pythagorean triplet. Now next property is between two consecutive square numbers, n square is there and n plus 1 next square number is there. There are two n non-perfect square number. How you will check it? By example, you have to check it. One square is, I am taking one square of 2 is 4. Square of 2 is 4 and square of 3 n plus 1 whole square. Square of 3 is 9. Now how many non-perfect square numbers are there? After 4, 5 is there, 6, 7, 8 is there. Clear? 5, 6, 7, 8 is there. So you can say here how many numbers are there? 4 numbers are there. 5, 6, 7, 8. 2n. Now what is 2n? The value of n is 4. N is the value of, this is n plus 1 whole n square. So the value of n is equal to 2. This is n square and this is n plus 1 whole square. Clear? So the value of n is 2. Clear? Now according to this law, 2n non-perfect square numbers are there. So the value of 2n, 2 into 2, that is equal to 4. Now count it. 1, 2, 3, 4 non-perfect square numbers are there between two continuous perfect squares.